it's so hard. It's so hard to enjoy a press conference after a big fight. Everybody wants to ask Scott Coker. Everybody wants to ask Dana White, what's next? And both guys always have to give the same answer. Let's just see. Let's just take a little bit of time and see. When you look at Poirier and Gaethje, a wonderful compliment was handed to Dustin Poirier by Dana White, where he said he's absolutely, I'm quoting, he's absolutely in contention for a title shot. No disagreeing. And a lot of us fans would love to see it, largely because Poirier is such a good guy, right? I will tell you, they're log jammed. To just speak a little bit clearer. And Dana doesn't ever want to take away from a guy that just put on an outstanding performance and becomes one of only two guys to ever get their hand raised against Gaethje. But the other side of it is the reality that Tony Ferguson is at the top of the ladder, and Conor McGregor, when he comes back, is going to get whatever opportunity he wants, including the World Championship fight. Conor appears to be in a little bit of a jam. Tony Ferguson appears to be in a little bit of a cast. So who do you go to? I kind of like what Dana said. You got to give a good look at Poirier. I think another good look you got to give is to the winner of Kevin Lee and Edson Barboza. I think that out of that match, possibly you put those two guys together. Maybe that buys you a little bit of time to see if Tony or Conor comes back. Maybe it does just go straight to Poirier. But I just am arguing to you there's a lot of really good options right now. We don't always see that. I think it's a good problem to have for fans. Probably a little annoying for the guys in the division. Good problem to have for us as fans. For promoters, when you have a lot of different options and you have a lot of very strong arguments for who the number one contender is. I want to add this, because Justin Gaethje is so fun to fight. And he is one guy that can go into a contest, come in second, and we gain respect for him, right? Is that fair? I would suggest to you that whoever gets the silver medal in Kevin Lee versus Barboza possibly goes in to Gaethje. I also think Ally Aquinta is a great guy to look at to go right in to Gaethje. And Gaethje in many ways is a success. He was brought over to the UFC to contend for the championship. He was brought over 16-0 World Series of Fighting champion to contend for the UFC title. He is now saying, that isn't my goal. My goal, and I got to take a guy at his word, he said, my goal is just to go out there and be entertaining, to be a guy that people want to see fight. Well, then Justin Gaethje has succeeded, hasn't he? We can give him that. He's awesome to watch. He's tough as an old leather boot, and he never gives up. What's going to be next for him, I don't know, but I will tell you this. In fairness, even if he's coming off a couple losses, whatever's next for Justin Gaethje, I'm tuning in.